Hi, meteorologist Nathan Kitchens with your Metro Weather Watch evening update for the Evansville tri-state region. We had a very warm day across the area, temperatures area-wide nearing that 80-degree mark. I do want to show you temperatures around the nation today because certainly it depends where you live with the temperatures, because we had a sharp contrast in those temperatures from north to south across parts of Indiana and Illinois today. We had this boundary set up, sparked some showers and storms with some hail this afternoon over parts of central Indiana. Temperatures only in the low 50s today in Indy. So we were nearly 30 degrees warmer here in Evansville than up in Indianapolis. So some big temperature swings. This is very, very common here in the early part of spring. We get these big time temperature contrasts across our area. And looking at those temperatures just off to our southwest, check out the 80s and the 90s, middle to upper 80s today in St. Louis, and even had some low to mid 90s across portions of Oklahoma and Texas. So some very toasty temperatures with that very dry air out that way. And we are going to be looking at changes though. This boundary that's set up here, it's going to be dropping south tonight as a cold front. So we'll be pushing through the area tonight and into Tuesday. And that front will settle down here, or settle down here over parts of Tennessee and just kind of set up here and pave the way for showers and some thunderstorms down that way going through today on Tuesday. Here's a look at our almanac for Evansville today. This is impressive. We made it to 80 degrees officially for that high temperature, only 4 away from our record, which was set in that really warm March of 2012. In fact, we're actually running below normal now for the month of March this year, but the cold temperatures we've had over the past week has now skewed us below normal, but we're going to start seeing some changes here for the late part of the month. Again, we were near record warmth today, and looking at our precipitation for the month, we're still doing pretty good on the rainfall. Now, keep in mind, we were way behind normal on the rain for January and February. So the rain is actually a good thing that we've had this month. And it looks like we're going to be in a fairly active pattern over the next few weeks. So really, this is pretty good news. We just, hopefully we don't get too much at once. So obviously that can cause some issues. But taking a look at our the Storm Prediction Center, I do want to show you this for Tuesday. That front, like I mentioned, will be pushing to the south. And that's going to focus the chances for showers and storms, especially over the mid-south tomorrow. So Tennessee, we have a slight risk for severe weather, and this does extend up into southeast Missouri, and we have this marginal risk here that just eclipses far southwest Kentucky here. And the main threats tomorrow will be the wind and the hail, similar to what they had north of us today. And it really looks like any severe weather will stay south of the tri-state. As we go through today, Tuesday, certainly the best chances for any severe weather, by all means, looks to stay south. So we're not expecting any severe weather within our tri-state area, just some scattered showers and storms, mainly over the southern parts of the area. And in fact, most of our area is going to stay mostly dry. So really, we're going to get through all this with little to any impacts here. So some pretty good news. I do want to show you your weather headlines because we got some changes, as I mentioned, with that front coming through. We're going to see cooler temperatures on Tuesday, but keep in mind, it's all relative. We hit 80 today, but we're still looking at mid-60s on Tuesday. So still a mild day, a pleasant day with those chances for some showers and storms. But I think most of us are going to stay dry. So do not cancel any outdoor plans. I think overall you're going to be okay tomorrow. Just keep an eye on the radar if you're going to be out there doing some things outdoors. And the coolest weather will be coming in for the middle of the week. So we get a little bit cooler on Tuesday, and then a lot cooler by the time we get to Wednesday. We're looking at some pretty chilly air coming back into the area. In fact, parts of our area may not get out of the 40s. So we're looking at some pretty cool air here for the middle of the week. And I'm going to step out so you can kind of see the headlines a little better here. But as we go through the end of the week, the big story will be the gradually warming temperatures. So we have the coolest air for the middle of the week, kind of hit a little bump in the road, if you will. And then spring comes quickly at us again by the end of the week, and certainly by the weekend. And it looks like we're going to stay mainly dry Thursday and Friday with those temperatures starting to climb. So we're going to get near 60 again by Thursday afternoon. And then Friday, I think we'll be around 70, maybe a little bit above 70 with that dry weather. And then as we go through the weekend, yeah, here's the bad news. Unfortunately, I know it's frustrating, the unsettled weather decides to wait till we get to the weekend, but it does look like we're going to have an unsettled weather weekend. This area of low pressure just kind of hanging out over the area, have a good chance for those showers and storms across the area. So taking a look at the kind of the computer models of what they're showing, again, we're going to have this low pressure system coming at us for the end of the week. Again, we'll see that big warm up, and we're going to stay very mild this weekend. So despite the rain chances, it's going to stay very warm, temperatures well into the 60s. and those showers and storms will be likely. Right now, the models are really hinting at later Saturday, so during the afternoon Saturday and through Saturday night. That looks to be our highest chances, and then Sunday we'll start to see those chances begin to drop off a little bit, especially from west to east throughout the day. But again, it's still early, a lot can change, but it does look like we're going to have to go through some unsettled weather. And looking at storm potential, it's still a little early. We'll have to kind of monitor this as we get closer, but we are looking at again, some pretty decent rain potentially with this setup. And as we go through next week, which is still a little ways out, it does look like we're going to be in a very warm spring-like pattern. So we kind of, went back into a wintry-like pattern over the past couple of weeks. We had that fall start to spring back in February. We had the cold weather here in the first half of March, but now we're looking at the warmer weather finally returning. And overall, it looks like spring is really coming alive here in the next several weeks. But overall, warmer than normal temperatures for us. It doesn't mean we don't get colder temperatures, but it means we're going to see more warmth than cold. In fact, much of next week could be in the 70s if the models are correct. But it does look like we're going to stay in an active pattern with more showers, and it does look like a pattern that could offer more storm chances as well. So that's certainly something we'll have to monitor here as we get closer over the next few weeks. Well, that'll do it for your evening update. I appreciate you all for tuning in, and be sure to keep it here for the very latest. Have a wonderful evening, everyone, and take care.